Good morning, middle of May. Time for the next garden update. The weeds are getting annoying. I gotta do something with this area eventually. The chaya looking beautiful here in this pot. Mexican oregano has been a superstar. We've harvested from it about 4 or 5 times, and it's just overtaken everything in this bed. As you can see, some sage is squashed up there between rosemary and basil. We've cut the Mexican oregano back from it several times. Harvested this cilantro a few times. Doing good. Mint over there is looking nice. The marigolds in the pots over there. This bed really got huge in the last month or so. It's okra in the center, pole beans up the trellis, and watermelons sprawling out all over the place. A little bit of smothered collards down in here, but my collards always get eaten by bugs, it seems. And I also have little bits of Malabar spinach in there, but they can't compete with the beans. I haven't had any luck growing Malabar spinach on this property yet, but I do have beans coming in, so that's always exciting. It's my mixed bed. Got some collards down there, some pigeon peas. Pretty sure these are going to be tomatillos. A ring of marigolds around the edge. Some of my zucchinis got destroyed, but these ones seem to be doing alright. These ones in this area. I harvested a couple green papayas. Ate them like vegetables. I'd say it's an underrated vegetable. You should eat it. You should give it a try. Chop it up and stir fry it. Over here's where my zucchinis got completely destroyed. I didn't treat them or do anything with them. That's probably part of the reason. Amaranth's coming up decent. Looks like these plants are too crowded and they need some more fertilizer. That's rows of collards and amaranth down there. They've been there over a month, but they're tiny, so I think they need more fertility. And this section is I believe it's called Egyptian spinach or molokhia. All those leaves are edible, and they produce hundreds of seeds for each plant, so very easy crop to grow. There's a little pigeon pea patch right there. I'm just going to be cutting and using as a kind of a chop and drop mulch. And pigeon pea bush doing good there with a papaya that's hanging in there. A couple cassava in front. And down here is a ghost pepper I got from a friend at work. I'm excited to see how well that does. That's been there a few days now. Maybe I'll use the ridiculously hot peppers as a pesticide or something. Mexican sunflower coming up nicely, and another pigeon pea. The borage is still hanging in there even though it's summertime. Very attractive and delicious flowers. And a mix of other stuff down there. It's kind of getting weedy. And this is the central bed, as I call it. I've been slowly harvesting the carrots out of there and letting the sweet potato vines come up and take everything over. It's not very attractive. Needs a bit of weeding too. But that's okay. Not attractive, but it's got some utility. My big old longevity spinach in the corner here, we harvest from that a lot and have made several cuttings. Nice papaya tree, a little moringa. I'm trying to grow some beans up in this area on the dead stick looking old cranberry hibiscus from last year. Beans are coming up, but they're not doing nearly as good as the ones by the trellis. My little rosemary between the pine beds there, doing great. Right now I'm actually underneath it. One of the tallest cassavas I have. And this bed doesn't seem to be very fertile either. That's lavender, like a tropical kind of lavender in the corner there. And a few longevity spinach cuttings with some clover weeds. It's a little money tree stick over there. The interesting thing about this is there seems to be a lot of fungal activity, but it doesn't seem to be helping the plants very much. I grew a lion's mane from a grow kit I got on Amazon, and I buried it in this bed something like a year ago. So maybe that's what some of the fungus is down there. But I haven't seen any lion's mane come up, and the plants don't seem to be doing too well. These moringas just want to keep making flowers instead of leaves for me for some reason. Alright, I guess we'll check out these trees over here. They're doing alright. Avocado's still looking healthy. Papaya. Banana. Growing a little bit. No new pups over here though. That's an ice cream banana. Blue Java, I believe. It's a loquat. It's doing alright. It's got some growth from the bottom there. I'm not going to allow that. And a couple guavas there. And the other ones there. They're doing decent. And my last papaya tree. The palm fronds are doing a pretty good job of keeping weeds down, but I need to add some more. And over here, no luck with the chestnuts I put in. And this pear is just staying as a stick. Didn't do anything. The longevity spinach did alright. I put some took down there and that died. That likes to be in a more shady area. Marigolds are all doing good over there. And my peach tree that I put in does have some new growth, as you can see on top of that marigold bush. And another interesting thing is, I forgot I had turmeric roots down here. And so those are coming up wherever they were able to, which is right there, I guess. Mulberry still doing alright. Got some pots with papayas down there. I'll put those in the ground eventually. I don't do too much with this bed. It's kind of just abandoned radishes and bok choy that looks gross. I'll get the carrots out of there eventually. I need to cut down all these radish flowers. And there's some nice looking longevity spinach and some herbs. That's chocolate basil at the bottom of the screen. And in the top left corner, I think that's oregano. Yeah. Some longevity spinach, pigeon peas, katuk, some mint in there, some bok choy, a couple of little amaranth down there in the middle of the screen. I think this bed was the first bed I built next to this weird structure. And my chayote in here, they both died and then one came back. And the strawberry patches has been hanging around all year, doing alright. This giant Mexican sunflower bush, that was the first one I put in the yard. I get a lot of cuttings from that. Try a stick here. My blueberries always die. That's what this pot is, with the grass and the clover in it. I think that's a thyme weed, like thyme herb. And I think there's some sweet potatoes coming up in this bed as well. There's my 3 Namwa banana trees. They love all this rain we've been getting. Hopefully I'll get some bananas this year. I'd be shocked and appalled if I didn't. And we got a katuk, some longevity spinach and Malabar, some New Zealand and Malabar spinach that aren't doing much. few other things down there. You know, I grow a lot of the same things in different spots to see how well they do. A beautiful, beautiful Katuk bush right there. I brought that over from my apartment. And, these zucchinis are doing all right, but everything's staying small in this little area, not growing too fast. Oh, I wanted to show you over here. I actually cut down my biggest moringa, and a few days, maybe a couple of weeks, got tons of growth on it. It smells like moringa over here. And my chicken coop, not much progress. I have been gathering materials, as you can see laying around. Alright, I suppose that's it.